Carly joins us now for sports. Carly, it's been a great offseason and training camp for the Bobcats so far, and then they continued last night with their 40-man game, though.
Yeah, we got a rookie game to look forward to tomorrow, and we're going to get a chance to take a look at some highlights right now. But, you know, never easy for these coaches when they got to cut these rosters down. It was a tough day yesterday for Coach Kern and his staff. With record-setting turnout over the team's 3-day training camp, cutting the roster down to 40 wasn't easy. But last night, those players who were able to hang on got the chance to strut their stuff in a top 40 game. Team Black doesn't waste any time getting on the board. Connor Gross with the weak backhander here on the net. It floats over Tyler Moffitt, and it's 1-0 Black. Moments later, Team Yellow tries to respond. Casey Knight here gets a little bit of a breakaway, but he can't get it past Emirates Mashmeyer and takes some punishment after for missing. Team Yellow does strike before the first is out, though. Kyle Harris scoops up the loose puck, then feeds wide open Matty Marcineau, who slides it 5-hole on Mashmeyer. We are even at ones after 20. Just like the first period, Team Black storms out of the gate in the second. Tyler Kerner along the board spots a wide open Gross in the slot. He wires it home. That's his second of the game, 2-1 Black. They were looking for more minutes later. Brighton Chico Mills here walks in and rings the backhand off the post. Jordan Bartsuik can't pop the rebound. 7 to go here in the frame. Topher Flanagan chips one past Grant Baker, then beats Trevor Martin to tie it up at 2s. Team Yellow here takes their first lead of the game 24 seconds into the third. Marcineau steals the puck, throws it out in front. It's Jeff Lorenz who bats it out of mid-air. 3-2 Yellow midway through the stanza here. Team Noir answers. Jordan Wozniak fans in the shot, but it goes right to Gross at the side of the net. It's 3-all, ladies and gents. That is how it stays, but we need a little overtime. 28 seconds into extra time. Cole Nicholson lets it buck from the point. Team Yellow takes it 4-3.
It was really good. It was really competitive, which is what we wanted coming into camp. We got a lot of players with a lot of talent and a good work ethic. So the compete level was great tonight, and it went really well.
Took a lot to get here, a lot of training over the summer. I don't know, it's just nice to get out there and be with these vets and them push you around out there.
We need to see what our team is really going to look like. I mean, I don't want to get too high or too excited about anything right now because we have a good nucleus coming back and it's putting in some players that we needed some offense, and I think you see some guys out there, you know, if you're watching it closely enough that, you know, he might be the guy, it wasn't just 1 or 2, there's probably 6 or 7 out there now.
The Bobcats weren't the only AJ team hard at work this week. It was 4 days of pain, grueling workouts, and intense drills as over 60 players attended the Bonnyville Pontiac's main training camp. They were looking to crack the opening day lineup. Now, as Clayton Brown points out, the Ponts held their own top 40 inter-squad game last night, and now the coaching staff will try and cut that number down before the first preseason game goes Wednesday night.
Since Friday, Bonnyville Pontiac hopefuls have been put through the paces as players look to impress head coach Chad Mercier and his staff.
Overall, you know, we've been real happy with the effort and to compete. It's been a real competitive camp and a real intense camp, and so from that side of it, we've been very happy.
It's been pretty tough, a lot of sore bodies, 2-a-days obviously, and a lot of hard skates, pretty demanding, but for the most part, everyone's going, everyone's battling, no complaints here, so it's a lot of fun.
It's not just Mercier who's been impressed. Returning players like what they've seen at the camp and are looking forward to the new season.
A lot of new faces, a lot of imports, Americans, guys from Ontario that look really good, really talented, and everyone's working really hard. So it's I think it's all going to come together good.
A lot of great young talent out here, so it should be a great team coming up and fun. Excited to get the things going and get started here.
For some players, last night's inter-squad game was the last chance to make a statement, as the staff will look to cut around 10 players before Wednesday's exhibition game against the Bobcats. A task, Mercier says, is a real challenge.
It's always difficult. It's a short period of time. It's easy to make mistakes if you're not careful, and as we go through this year, every day becomes tougher and tougher, but it also, in time, starts to separate itself.
The first exhibition game gets started Wednesday night at 7 in Lloydminster. In Bonnyville, Clayton Brown, Newcap Sports.
As Clayton mentioned there at the end of his piece, we do get the first chance to take a look at some preseason action. Bonnyville does visit Lloydminster Wednesday evening. Now, I had the chance to talk to Coach Kern today. He does expect this game to be an all-rookie outing for his team. He also said that while he plans on winning, he will, of course, be focusing most of his attention on evaluating. Well, so many things can go wrong from inside 100 yards to the pin. Anybody can hit the long ball. It is the finesse around the green that can make or break your round. On this week's Golf Tips, Aaron and Kyle take a look at sticking those long chip shots close to the hole.
Kyle, we're 50 yards out here on hole number 9. What kind of shot and what do we do here?
To me, this is the hardest shot in the world. You don't have a full swing. You have to really concentrate on making that real abbreviated golf swing, but ensuring that your hands are coming through nice and solid so the ball pops up and goes where it wants to go. If your hands aren't coming through solid, you're going to flub this shot, and it's very difficult to come back from. Once you're set up and ready to go, you want to give your hands a little bit of a forward press so the club feels solid in your hand. Take the club back about halfway and make sure you come through with a full follow through. That way you'll get the best results with the ball landing on the green, hopefully being close to the hole, and an opportunity to save par.
This week on Golf Tips, we showed you what it takes to get close to the pin from 50 yards out. For Kyle, I'm Aaron. See you on the links.
Golf Tips are brought to you by the Pro Shop and Lounge at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. This isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle. Visit lloydgolf.com for online specials and more.